Very good evening, everyone. Welcome to PRERNA Spreading Inspiration, which is an MSME registered podcast platform. I'm your host, PRERNA Vaswani. I'm founder of this platform. This platform was created with a simple yet powerful mission to spark meaningful conversations that inspire conscious leadership, ethical thinking, and real world impact. So, on this Republic Day, as we reflect on the values of that shape our nation, and today's topic becomes especially relevant. Independent director is not a trophy role, it's a high risk responsibility. So, this session is hosted by Prerna Spreading Inspiration in association with WICCI and G100. It's our privilege to introduce our esteemed guest, Mr. Vaidyanathan Venkataraman, a CIO-level Transformation Leader and Certified Independent Director with over 35 years of experience across enterprise technology, governance, and business operations. Having worked closely with boards, auditors, and leadership teams across manufacturing, pharma, FMCG, logistics, and technology driven organizations, he brings a grounded perspective on what board responsibility truly means. So, in this podcast, he challenges the popular narrative that the independent director role in ceremonial and explains why it is, in fact, a high accountability, high risk position that demands judgment, courage, and ethical clarity in today's regulatory and digital environment. So let's welcome our esteemed guest, Mr. Ayasa.
Good evening. Good evening, all of the
Very good evening,
viewers
sir.
and Prerna. And Prerna, first, I thank you very much for this podcast. And all the viewers, a very happy Republic Day, which I watched in the morning. It was fantastic and fabulous. And we have these European leaders here. So that's was very much wonderful. Okay, fine. Um, Great. Now we can go ahead. You can put on your fire your questions, and I will answer for it. Yes.
Yes, yes, definitely, sir. And thank you so much, sir, for joining us. And I'm sure that it will be a wonderful podcast and insightful podcast, I can say, on this topic. And that today on board roles are often that seems mark of the success. From your experience, why do you see that independent director is a high risk role and full of responsibility that most people doesn't realize? So would like to hear
Uh,
about the insights, sir.
yes. Yes. Once upon a time, independent director role was as a fashion role, and it is look for an achievement kind of a thing. But once the Companies Act comes from 2013, so the independent director role was shifted its focus from achievement to accountability, because independent directors decision will affect the shareholders, the employees and customers and the society at the large. So it is not this more responsibility and risk is also there. If any one decision goes wrong, so it affects the entire scenario. So so people should consider independent director as a risk role along with accountability. Yes.
Yes, yes, rightly correct. Inform that you have told, rightly said that it is along with the designation, it is also risky and with responsibilities. So you have set a very important foundation, I can say. And we'll move on to the next question that when professionals aspire to board positions, what is the most dangerous assumption they usually make before accepting this role?
See, as I said earlier, even myself, even I am just qualified director. I have not been assigned or taken into the board at any company or any corporates. So even I am also very aspiring looking into that position, because what I think from my mind is that I am going to safeguard the people who are invested in the companies, and I am one of the person should always put some not on the contradictory questions, but the question I should ask wherever it affects. So I should be ready to ask that question to the entire board. So that's what I'm just looking into that.
Yes, yes, wonderfully said, sir. That we should be more of the speaking up person, that we should not hesitate that whether we should speak up or not. So, rightly said. So, in your observation, long before a crisis becomes public, so how do boards begin to fail quietly?
See, the failure, board's failure begins with the ignorance of the early warnings. Early warnings which comes from different systems, different aspects of from the society and all that. Then there it comes. And second thing is if they overtest the management. So that is also one reason where there will be can be a failure. So I won't say that they should not trust the management. They should not over trust it. So there should be a system driven accountability will be there. So always the board should see how system plus the manual. So they should not trust purely on man what they say.
Yes, yes, yes. Finally said, sir, that it should be systematic also, and it should not only be the manual. It should
Yes.
be, I can say that it should be the combination of both, so that
Yes.
we should not over trust to anybody, and we should not under trust also.
On that
So,
respect.
yes, so I think that many people assume that avoiding conflict keeps boards stable. So,
Yeah.
why does silence in the boardroom often cause more damage that
Yeah.
openly take the wrong decisions?
See, what I will say that we should not avoid conflict creating cultural risk, which is comes in any decisions taken by the board. So the independent director should analyze it properly. So there should not be any. The conflict will also be there, but we should not say that conflict should be more on one side, and it should not affect the entire company's growth and other things.
Yes, yes. The conflicts should be there, but it should not affect the growth. Yes,
Yes, yes,
wonderfully said, sir. Because I can say that it's very insightful word, because conflicts can be there, because we also say that ki if there are many utensils, they make noise. So like that, if there are many
yes,
people in the boardroom, they will make noise. There will be conflicts, but it should not affect the growth of the company.
yes.
So
And
even I
secondly,
can say that
there should
even
be a
yes.
yeah. And secondly, there should be a consciousness of a conscious decision. So it should be taken. They should not say that my whatever I say that it is very important and should be considered. So there should be a conscious.
Yes, yes, correctly said that we should also be conscious along with that. So I've seen that even highly and intelligent, I can say ki experienced people also, they hesitate to speak up in the boardroom. So what psychological or cultural forces do you see that it will play when tough questions are not asked?
So, uh, being silent when something goes wrong and it affects at a larger shareholders and larger level, so we should have the courage. Otherwise, there is no meaning of being the independent director there. So we should not see who is
Correct.
saying and why he is saying. So we should say, and we should say in a not for an argument's sake, but we should say this is the reason and this way it is going to affect. So, and we have to put forward our questions and answers to that. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. We should come forward with the questions and answers to the boardroom. so that it doesn't affect badly to the organization.
Yes.
So I've also seen that many organizations looks very perfectly and compliant on the paper. But how do you distinguish between that formal governance structure and governance that truly works in practice? Your
See,
insights, please.
yeah, yeah. See, human behavior in this compliance and structural architecture structure of the government rules and all that, but that is not only it is going to yeah, lead the organization. Okay, there is
Yes,
always a what we call as dharma. If you see ancient dharma, Hindu dharma, what it says, it should be in very ethical in a manner. You have to consider everything, every aspects, and take a decision. So that's dharma plays a role in independent directors behavior, and even entire board should see take what dharma says about it. See, something what happened, it is legally, it is punishable or something wrong, but if we say taken into dharma as consideration, it might not be the case. So we need to see both the sides of the coin.
yes, rightly said, sir, that we should be considering the both sides of the coins. We should not take decisions on the basis of one part of the story.
Yes.
And wonderfully said, sir, that I like that the dharma, it is very much important in today's life also. If we'll see that whether the technology has developed a lot, but if it will not be ethical, definitely it will, the dharma or karma will come back to us. So
Yes.
thank you so much for this insight, and I hope the audience who are watching us, they would be definitely getting connected that how the independent director role is full of responsibilities and risk, I can say. So,
Yes.
sir, I would like to know that have you seen or learned from the situations where governance failed, and despite having seasoned or capable board members were also there, and what usually went wrong beneath that surface?
See, there are so many reasons in why the governance failed. First of all, we say that uh, in always there will be a when the board fails, how they are taking into consideration several parameters, and they'll take a final decision. Okay, sometimes it could fail also. Even corporate like Tata's or something, they might also fail in one or decision making, but doesn't make that Tata is entirely Tata group is wrong or something like that. So when we
Yes.
fail, we have to take the lessons from that, and we should not repeat that again. So that is most important. So that is what my opinion in that.
Yes, yes, definitely, sir. That if we are facing failure in any of the entity or any of the part of the group of the company, so that doesn't mean that we are completely failure. We should take a lesson and we should grow by bringing that lesson in our life or in our organization. So accordingly, we'll not repeat that mistakes, and that will not affect the growth of the company.
Yes.
So, I would also like to know that independent directors often have to manage relationships while staying objective, and how should one balance trust, rapport, and moral courage without compromising independence?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So everybody should know about it. Take for example my case. I am a down to earth person, I can say, because I grow up from the lower level to this level. So where I know the practical difficulties of the people who are working on the ground. Okay, so I need to
Yes,
consider them also. So I can't say this is my rule book and everybody has to obey like this. Before making that rule, I should say that this is the practical difficulty going to be affected ground level people. So accordingly, I need to. Second thing is the rapport relationship we have to maintain. It's not like that with everyone from the top to bottom. We need to have the relationship, but that should relationship nobody should take advantage of it, and it should not affect the overall organization.
yes, yes, correct, sir. that the relationship is also important, but that should not be taken advantage. So we have to maintain the balance of the relationships between the professional and personal, I can say. And yes, wonderfully said that we should consider every single person of the company while taking any type of major decision. So definitely, I can say that I've also worked with the companies. I'm having more than 18 years of corporate world experience. So I have also seen many of the companies that they even take the views or suggestions from every single employee, that what if we do this or what if we don't do this. So according to you, what is the suggestion or what is the feedback about this? So we feel that we are valued as a company, whether it is not like that on which designation we are working. So as a yes, independent director, one should take the suggestions from a group of people, or I can say that if there is one like the particular members, selected members from that group of the people, so definitely the independent director will get the idea that how to take further decisions or major decisions. So
Yes.
thank you so much,
Yes.
sir, for this
Yeah.
insightful ideas.
Yeah. Yes.
And
One more
apart
thing
from
I
this,
want
that there
to.
would,
Yeah.
yes,
One more
please.
thing, a small thing I want to add on this. When I working in worked in a FMCG company, and we are considering about cost reduction, these things. So implementation of cost reduction thing. So one small operator from the manufacturing section, production section, he given a small idea. So in
Okay.
cleaning the mixing vessels, okay. So small idea, but management took it very serious, and they implemented it, and really it saved money, cost come very much saving was there. So this still I
Oh,
remember that. Yeah. So that's a good idea.
yes, yes. Yes, yes, that's really wonderful, because even a small person, or even I can say even a helper also can give you so a suggestion which can be cost effective for your company. So every single person should be considered for a major decision or whether it is a small decision also.
Yes.
So yes, I've seen that there's beyond the company risk, what kind of legal or reputational and even emotional risk does an independent director personally carry today?
um, we can see the emotional risk is also what I can say is, if I'm an independent director, if I should if some decision has been taken, very correct decision they have taken considering all the factors and all that, but emotionally it is affecting me or some of the people in the organization. So I should not say that no,
Yes,
this is wrong, and I should not oppose that. So I need to segregate the emotions apart from that. From that, then I need to analyze how it is going to improve the overall performance and other things. So there I need to accept that decision, and I have to give this thing. So there I want to do the separate the emotional part from there. And
yes,
legal aspect is concerned, now company acts for enforced it a lot of legal things. If something goes wrong, and if the independent director is being one of the involved in that or something, there are a lot of legal punishments and also there. So we need to be aware that this thing is also there. uh, both things are available. One is the appreciation kind of a thing, another is punishment kind of thing. Both the things are available. So we need to do a balancing act in that.
yes, yes, correctly said that we should be prepared for both the things, whether it is the appreciation or whether it is a feedback from
Yeah.
anybody.
Yeah.
Yes. So, in reality, can a director rely on, or I can say that they can speak that I don't know, and in the defense, or why does awareness itself becomes a serious responsibility at the board level?
So you can't say that. See, if being a director, you should be aware of what is going on as on current level, and you should have, see, every director in this corporate world, they know about it. So they may not know in depth what is about all those things, but overall view they know, and they should also know. They should also aware of it. So for me, if we say by myself, if I come from the all the ground level, or not only in one particular department, not only IT, I have experience in accounts, I manufacturing, sales, and marketing. So different aspects I have somewhere I worked there, and I have a familiar idea and what is the current trend thing. So it is not that I know only the 1980s, 1990 golden era things. What is currently going on? I kept on improving myself, kept on reading something. So that is always there. So all their corporate director they have this idea. So
Yes, yes, definitely, sir. And we should keep on upgrading our skills and upgrading the knowledge of the trends going on, upgrading the knowledge about the competitors also. So that will help us to move towards the growth of the company. So I would also like to know that how critical it is for the independent directors to ask uncomfortable questions and formally record them dissent when it is required.
see, there will be see, when you be an independent director, you are publicly known person, and everybody in the shareholders and other people they have the right to ask the questions to you. Okay, they have the right, and I
Yes.
need to give the answers, but that answer should be very true, and it should be very diplomatically. I have to handle that. So it's a known lesson. So no thing. So diplomatically, I have to handle, but at the same time I have to give the true thing picture also.
Yes, rightly said, sir, that we should provide the right picture, and whether it is asked or we provide means information to the people or to the employees of our company. So we should be transparent and we should be ethical so that people will be able to connect us.
Yes.
And apart from this, I would like to know that before someone accepts any this independent director role, so what capabilities or mindset shifts are absolutely required for this role, which are non-negotiable, according to you, sir?
See, even I am also very new to this. I'm going to be a new to this independent director role. From today, once I pass the examination, I am preparing myself to be yeah, independent director, and how I have to behave, and how I have to talk, and how I have to take
Yes,
analyze the things and this. Then how I have to whether I have to accept or I have to take accept the decision, or I have to ask questions. So basically, what I'm my come to my mind is that I need to ask questions. The questions should be very
yes,
relevant, and it should add value to the board. That's what I'm feeling right now. So in future, I may get some more questions from more knowledge. Also, I might need to add.
yes, yes, definitely. And I'm pretty sure that you will definitely be soon independent director of the company, as you are down to earth and having much more clarity about the role and responsibilities or risk factors of this role. So, I would
Yes.
also like to know that in your view, who should consciously avoid becoming an independent director, even if they are professionally qualified or successful?
This is a very good question, very good and critical questions. See, even
Yes,
I have to think also in that angle. Right now, you have told me. So, see, this inheritance has to come from the inner feeling of the person. So, if I say that I could not ask questions, I will always say right to the whatever decision taken. So, I will not be there. So I should ask relevant questions at the relevant time, and with data and with the proper analysis. So I should not start just for asking the sake of asking the question. I should not oppose the question also. So I should be ready to analyze that thing. So people who are saying that no, I want just a independent role title only, then it will not work out. So they should not do that. Yeah.
yes, yes, correctly said that we should be analytical and we should ask questions whenever if we feel that we are not able to clear this or anything. So yes, asking questions, and it will give more clarity towards our role, and we can also justify our roles. So, according to your experience or and structured exposure to governance frameworks, what most depend, means what is most deepened your understanding of accountability at the board level?
See, even the first time I told you, the accountability should not affect at any point of time the stockholders, the customers, and the society at a large level. So the the accountability and responsibility both are come together in this scenario. So independent director has to pay a role about how the governance is happening in the board, and how it should be basically, and how it should be framed. So we can I have to study all those things, then I have to be in that.
Yes, definitely. That we should study and we should go ahead by asking questions, or we can be like that. Ki, it is a very important role being an independent director, so we can move ahead with the more consciousness.
Yes.
So, I would also like to know that how can Indian values that you have told me about the dharma. So, how can Indian values such as dharma, integrity, and duty meaningfully strengthen modern corporate governance beyond these slogans?
See, modern concept is nothing. Like Krishna said in Mahabharat, what he said, the main entire Mahabharat is concept: do your work, do your karma, don't expect the results and severity. So results is not in our hand or in our hand, but on the overall we should act very intelligently in the current scenario. The governance board of that has to act intelligently with taking into the value of dharma. What dharma says, you should not go what dharma says the 100%, but you need to apply that dharma's principle in the current scenario, the current corporate philosophy. So that we need to take a role on that.
Yes, yes. So, yes, rightly said, sir, that we should also inculcate the dharma principles in our company, and we should be like ethical. Yes, we should focus on the work and not on the fruits. What will be the results,
Yes.
what will be the fruits about that? So yes, we should focus more on the karma and dharma, so
Yeah.
that the growth of the company, it's like a stable growth, I can say, not like the fluctuated growth. If we'll focus on the ethics and proper legally ethics and sorry, legal compliances and everything, so definitely we'll have the stable growth.
Yeah.
So I would also like to understand that have you encountered any situations where legal compliances existed and yet ethical responsibility was clearly missing? So what lesson should boards take from that gap?
See, that's what the corporate board of directors or the governance has to take. Why this legal complaint? First of all, why we are not legal complaint comes where we lacking. So where the system is lacking, where we are not put the proper system in place, and where the
Yes.
misalignment had come in. So that we need to analyze it, and we have to plug the hole. Okay, plug the hole. So, for example, in if you make any system, there will also always be a loophole. So people will find that
Yes.
loophole, and they can do anything which they become legally. You will bound to that, and you are legally you have to answer for that. So that loopholes from the see every we need to see what are the loopholes in the system. We plug it, and there should always be a check and balance. So one all the uh, work which should be there should be a checker and maker concept, and there should be a proper auditing. So if this happens, and you can plug the holes in all the system, so that doesn't lead to the legal complication at all. So 99% you
Yes,
can
yes.
avoid that.
Rightly
Yes.
said, sir. That if we'll that when we will find out the loopholes which are there in the company, and by plugging it with the correct actions, so definitely we'll be able to do the justice to the company, or will not face any legal compliance issues later on. So yes, I've seen that many young people these days, or young professional these days, would aspire to have the leadership roles, but many underestimate the weight of the responsibility that comes with authority. So, what is your message to them, sir?
It's most welcome. The younger people, the younger generation, the Gen Z, they have a lot of enthusiasm. They have a lot of capability and thinking compared to our younger days. For example, when I was very young, I don't think about beyond that certain level. I don't know about that. But today's generation, they are very think. But there should be. We need to leaders and other people. They need to mold them, because whatever say there's 100% they may not be true, or they may not be achievable, or may lead to some complications. So their mind, if somebody has to mentor them, and somebody that properly molds them, so then 100% they are more capable than us, and they're more they can lead the entire organization. So I should not see, we should not get fear out of them. We have to mingle with them. Even today I am working as a project manager. I always mingle with the younger minds in the development team, in the quality team, and all that. So there are a lot of things they come up with the new ideas which I may not thought of it. So we should encourage that,
Yes, correct.
and we should not get fear out of it. We need to involve with them and shape them. That's all.
Yes, yes. Wonderfully said, sir, that we should be mingled with all types of generations, getting more ideas about the technology, about new creative ideas from them. So I've also worked with many type of people, or many generations, from older generation to Gen Z generation also, and now the latest generation also. So I have seen lot of creativity and a lot of enthusiasm, and I can say that they work more on these simple tasks, because they are not like that. If they'll not feel that they should not do, they'll say up, they speak up upfront that sorry, I will not do this. And being a older generation, we would like to think that if we'll say no to the boss, that what will boss think, what will boss say. But the Gen Z people, I can say that they don't think anything like that, and they are fully transparent and fully upfront people.
Yes.
So that's also wonderful. And even the younger
One
generation
more
is
thing I
having
want
more
to add is
clarity.
they are very open and they are transparently giving no to you. But at the same time, they have the
Yes,
responsibility to something have comes up in emergency or urgent thing. They will sit and they will complete that also. That way, they are both.
yes,
They are
yes,
very excellent in that. Yes.
yes, yes. I truly agree with that. So at the end of the session, sir, I would like to know that if you had to refine the success for independent director in a single line, so how would
Yeah.
you like to describe it, sir?
Um, it all said independent directors, there are three words. One is the trust, courage, and legacy. So if you are, and if you follow the dharma and ethics at the principal level, so independent directors can shine and they can bring new good governance in the corporate world. So we should always give fruitful to all the stakeholders.
Yes, definitely. If we'll follow all the compliances, follow the dharmas and ethics and the legacy, so definitely it will create a great impact to the future generation or the future companies, uh, in which we will, or the person like you will be the independent director. So I must say that that company will surely grow at a great height. So, Vaidyanathan sir, and it was really wonderful talking to you. It has been an incredibly enriching and thought-provoking conversation, and your insights clearly remind that the leadership is not about the position or visibility or the prestige. It's about a conscious responsibility, ethical courage, and long-term impact. So on this Republic Day, any message would you like to give to the audience or who will watch it later, sir?
See, any viewers or any young people or any older people also, if they view this podcast, I would say that everybody should work together, and we should make India proud. And as per 2047, we should be in Vikshit Bharat, and everybody should have their own
Yes.
goal, and we should work together to achieve that. That's what my final message.
Thank you so much, sir. And thank you so much, audience, for watching us on this Republic Day. Yes, definitely. This message resonates even more deeply. Responsibility is the foundation of trust, freedom, and sustainable leadership. So, on behalf of Prerna Spreading Inspiration, WICCI, and G100, I sincerely thanking you for sharing your wonderful wisdom and perspective with us. And to the audience, thank you for being part of this meaningful conversation. If today's conversation has added value to the thinking, please follow us and share this video to maximum people so that they also get benefited. And have a great time. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, viewers. Bye bye.
Thank you.